How many of you have ever played golf before? Maybe for some of you, playing putt-putt is the closest you've ever come, and that's okay. Golf is a very articulate sport composed of many aspects that you have to pay attention to in order to succeed. As a former 2016 5A state golf champion, I am here to tell you about 3 aspects that can be crucial to your game. Starting with the fundamentals, of course, we will discuss the swing, the short game, and the concentration of a golfer. So let's say you are just learning on how to play golf. There are 3 key points to the golf swing that you should know. Besides knowing the basics such as stance and grip, we're going to start with the beginning of the swing. When first taking back the club, you're going to want to make a triangle with your shoulders and hands. You want to keep this shape all throughout your swing. Then once you start to take that swing back, when you come to about halfway, you want your arm and the club shaft to create a 90-degree angle. The shaft is the part of the club in which the head of the club connects to the grip. Now with this progression, we're going to look at the next point being the top of the golf swing. On the way to the top of this position, it's important to not only use your hands and arms. We have to acknowledge our shoulders and what they are doing. We want the swing to come just above our head. Once you've reached the top of your swing, now we're going to move into the downswing. So bring that right elbow in and drop those hands. Keep in mind, this is for people who are right-handed, although if you're left-handed, it will be opposite. So this is going to help your swing stay on a nice, even plane. When you go over or under from the downswing, that can result in your ball being sliced to either the right or the left. We want the ball to go straight down the middle. So again, bring that elbow in and drop those hands. It should feel as though you're stepping down on the left foot. As you apply that pressure, that will allow you to open up that knee as well. Naturally, that's when your hips should start to turn out too. As the hips turn, you can begin to come into a more athletic stance and begin to gain motion. The right back foot will help you push to gain that motion. That energy being created will move up to your torso, which is where a lot of the power will come from. The last key component to the downswing is when the ball will come into play. As you unwind from the swing, the shoulders and hips should be at a 25-degree angle. You're going to continue the swing, aiming at your target, keeping your hands as straight as possible. This will help you from breaking your wrist after you made contact with the ball. And even if you're not completely comfortable or confident in your swing, finishing strong is essential. Now that we know how to swing, let's bring these points with us onto the course. Let's get into short game. Short game is all about controlling distance. It includes anywhere that is near the green. The green is where the hole is and also where you want your ball to go. It's your target. Short game also includes the clubs that will go the shortest distance, i.e. the putter, the sand wedge, the pitching wedge, and some even like to use the 7-iron wedge. Short game is a very crucial part to the game overall. It is where you can be presented with the opportunity to try to correct your mistakes that you may or may not have made. With being closer to the green, it can make it easier to aim at the target. It's also usually where you don't have to engage in a full swing, allowing more control for less mistakes. A critical part in short game is chipping. Chipping is when you are really close to the green, hence you just need a little chip to get onto the green. Essentially, you can use any open face iron for this. Each wedge has a different degree and loft. A 7-iron has about a 36-degree loft, a pitching wedge has a 48-degree loft, and a sand wedge has a 56-degree loft. The higher the loft, the shorter the distance. Once you assess the situation, being where the ball is and how far it is from your target, that's when you can make the judgment of what club to use. Now once you made the call and chipped the ball onto the green, then we can bring out the putter. Putting is when you can cut down the most strokes because you have the most control. When handling the putter, your stance should be very close together while your grip is one hand right under the other. The swing of the putter should be smooth and confident. Have confidence the ball will go in while displaying a tick-tock motion. Stay focused and maintain control and you will achieve a perfect short game. Now that we've talked about the swing and short game, the last fundamental aspect to address is the mindset of a golfer. How well is your concentration? Golf is one of those sports where one day you've got it all down and the next day it's as though you've barely learned to hit the ball. There are 3 steps that can help you concentrate on the course. Let's break those down. The first strategy is to come up with and develop a strict pre-shot routine. By pre-shot, I mean maybe take a few practice swings, analyze the course, and imagine where you want the ball to go. While there's no single right way to build a pre-shot routine, it should include steps to get you aligned with your target. The second strategy is going to be analyzing bad shots, learning from them, and then letting them go. Dwelling on mistakes is a sure way to lose concentration and spoil a round. It can even get worse if you tend to get angry or down after a poor shot. In golf, as in life, every unpleasant experience creates an opportunity to learn and grow. After a lousy shot or swing, distance yourself and determine what you did wrong, and then take that information and use it for future shots. The last step is going to be keeping your body well and nourished. Because golf isn't considered a physical straining sport, it's important to make sure you're eating right. It can often be overseen when it is very crucial to playing. Foods before and during a round is a foolproof way to improve energy and focus. Although we've only touched the surface of this great game, at least you now have an understanding and can know where to begin. Who knows, maybe I've just made you into a putt-putt champion.